Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Gilda Evans, bringing you the Autism Resource Podcast. This podcast and the ARP website are your one stop knowledge and resource base for autism and much more. I'm very pleased to have Cathy McAuley join me as my guest today. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Cathy has established herself as a versatile and comedic powerhouse in the entertainment industry, seemingly navigating various mediums and earning a variety of accolades and awards. Cathy's passion for the arts extends to mentoring young adults on the autism spectrum through Spectrum Laboratory, with her commitment to diversity and inclusion shining through in every project. Welcome, Cathy. And
Oh,
thanks so much for taking time to join me and discuss the work you do today. So, to get started, when did you know that you wanted to be an actor?
when I was 5.
I
When I
think
was 5 years
clearly.
old. Yes, I said to my mom I wanted to get an agent. She thought, "How do you even know that word?" And saw that there were auditions for Civic Light Opera for Sound of Music, and I said, "I wanna go." And so she said, "Okay, but, you know, the odds, it's an equity show." And I walked in, I was really tiny and skinny, and I walked right to the director and said, "When do I start?" You have to read and sing and maybe do a little jig. And I got the role. And the opening night, I fell into the orchestra pit. I literally went, "The sun is gone to bed and so must," took a step and went, the percussionist caught me from the bowels of the orchestra pit. You hear, I, the place went nuts. And he lifted me back on the lip of the stage. And it was just like glorious moment. And after, at the opening night party, I was tugging on the director's coat, and I said, "Excuse me, do you think I could fall into the pit every night?" And he looked at my parents and went, "It's over. OVER. That lady is singing, she's never being anything else. She's ready to throw her body into the pit every night because of the reaction." So that was it. And from then on, I've been throwing myself in the pit for the last 30 years.
Oh my gosh. So you're 35. That's your story and you're sticking to it, right?
I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm frozen, free and gray.
All right. So that sounds like a pretty memorable experience, but do you have a memorable experience that even surpasses that, and why?
It was on tour doing the famous dinner sketch with Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, and when I say that the place was shaking, because there's maybe 5,000 seats, all of them sold out. Tim Conway is so beloved, and, there was nothing like it. Literally, I thought, "Oh, if this is it, if this old theater is gonna come down upon us." I think we were at the Orpheum in Memphis. My dresser was Elvis's dresser. Oh, it couldn't have gotten any better. And then doing that famous finish sketch where he takes the Novocaine and goes into his leg, his arm, and I'm on stage with that. And just touring in general with Tim Conway was, you wanna talk about a masterclass, that is a masterclass. And he was a class act as well, and the sweetest human. And so that would be it, would be touring to sold out houses and being on stage with those comedic greats. I don't think anything could top that.
Yeah, wow. And they were both just
Geniuses.
fantastic. Absolutely.
I remember when we got to New York, Tim was like, "Now, don't be thrown if they're not laughing because they're all in black and they're all very theater. They're New York." "Okay." I said, "You are Tim Conway. It doesn't matter." He said, "It will matter." Within 2 seconds, people are snorting, crying, bra straps are coming out. It did not matter. It did not matter whether we are in New York or Utica, I mean, or Des Moines. Everywhere we went, it was just like they could, the wave, it would be like, and that's all coming at you from every direction. So it was glorious.
It really sounds it. What a wonderful memory.
For like 10 years till Doc Simon said, "Write your own play. You're freaking funny," is what he
Uh,
said. But he used a
you?
little bit. No, he said it to Tim. We had toured like 4 years. We played everywhere twice doing The Odd Couple. I was a pigeon sister, and we had done The Odd Couple, and then Doc Simon said to Tim, "Write your own stuff. You're funny." Like 9 Emmys. And so Tim did, and he wrote me in a role where I was in a fat suit, headgear, a lazy eye. Her name was Ginny with 3 N's because it was a typo on her birth certificate. When I came out for my curtain call, people didn't even recognize me because literally I was big as the blueberry in Willy Wonka. I kept eating I was the sandwich girl and I kept eating them. So I just kept getting bigger and bigger. And that's what he wrote for me because he thought it was hysterical. Thought it was hysterical. We'll just put you in a fat suit. 3 of them, to be exact. And it was great. And we toured with that.
My goodness. So, how did all of this lead you to Spectrum Laboratory?
My daughter was finishing up college at Woodbury University, and one of her friends was Danny Bowman from Love on the Spectrum, and Danny Bowman is a big advocate and wonderful human for the autistic community, and she said to Remy, "You're getting ready to do your internship. Why not come do it with me at Spectrum Laboratory?" And she had other opportunities, and me being me said, "I don't know this Spectrum Laboratory. I don't know what that is. I've been doing this for a minute." And she's, "But mama, I'll figure it out, mama." Because she's like literally a saint, a saint. And I'm like, "I know, but let me talk to my agent." She's just, "Pause, mama." So we went. And as I'm driving, I'm like, there's no studio. What is this real? Where we're going? Is it real? She's calmed down. So I got there and I met Jason Weisbrod, one of the founders, and he said, "You're a voiceover actor, an actor." I said, "Yes." He said, "Would you come speak to our kids? They're really interested in voiceover." So I came that Saturday and I brought scripts and I brought things on all the bells and whistles. I think I was there for 3 hours, partner reads, group reads, and 2 people, they put their hands up. I said, "Yes." "Are you ours? Do we get to keep you?" Okay. The Grinch, my heart went bam, bam out of my chest. And I went, "Yes, you do." And that was 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago.
Uh,
That's so that's where I've been on Saturdays.
and they've been keeping you ever since.
Yes, they've been keeping me ever since. I am theirs. I
Oh,
have
that's great.
900 children now.
Oh, so,
They all have my number.
oh, that's wonderful. So, then please share with me some of your top moments from Spectrum over the last 5 years.
There's so many, but I think seeing them see themselves and really see themselves in a successful way, and them finding their light, them finding their tribe, and succeeding.
What I think we have to mention that we didn't mention is that Spectrum Laboratory specializes in providing these classes and instruction for individuals who are on the autism spectrum.
That is correct. So it is for this neurodivergent community, and we specialize in music, in songwriting, in composing, in film, in television, all things voiceover, and with a big, huge emphasis on the pathway to really working in the business. And that was what was important for me. If I can share 35 years of being an actor and saying, no, no. And every parent, number one, I'm inseparable as with parents because I get it. I get it. And to take them from beginning, intermediate, advance to the pre-master, learning software, how to do it. How can they do what I do in the booth? And so that they are industry standard. I don't care if you have autism. I don't care if you have ADD. What I want to do is show you the way. That is just one part of you. And I always say, lead with your talent because you got buckets of it. Lead with that. And let them ask you later how you bake your cake. because everyone will ask. Walk the walk, talk the talk, know your stuff, and everyone will ask you, what's your secret? So it was really important. And when they get to my master class, we sit around and talk about things. And the one thing they really appreciate is, and I think neurotypical young people in their 20s appreciate honesty. Honest. No, you know what? You need to work on this. And I developed the whole human, not just the artist, because I know they have to live in the world and they have to go out to auditions and they have reciprocal conversation happening. So there isn't one boy that doesn't hold the door open for me, because I said, one day you'll open the door for the person that's going to say, you want 13 episodes? I said, so it's just about getting outside of themselves and receiving everything that's going on, not just voiceover, because I could teach anyone voiceover, but it's more about the whole, because we're all breathing, living entities, how to present yourself in the best light so everyone can know what I know. I know it because you've been with me for a while, for a minute. But, and like one thing that always really makes me so happy is anytime they have gotten a job, which they are really, my masters are really working, is the comments that we get. And that is, my gosh, they're so professional. And they came in and they shook my hand. I said, I don't know what you were expecting, but that is one thing. They're so kind and they're so open. And it was just, I don't know. I think they had a preconceived idea a lot of times. And we've always worked from the place of just be so good they can't say.
So tell me one or two of your top moments. I want to hear one or two stories.
Okay. One is with Henry Dodds. When he came to Spectrum, he hid behind a speaker. You could see his shoes. That's it. He did not want to come into circle and 1, 2, 3 voiceover forever. None of that. But when he got up on the mic, he was amazing. And then during COVID, I said, I'm going to make him a lead and make him a leader because he's so painfully shy. And then I put him as a lead as Scrooge in the musical that we put on at Spectrum Laboratory. And his parents were sobbing. Who is this human? Who is this person? And now I've taken him to equity readings and no one even says, is he on the spectrum? He was across the table and it was all heavyweight actors, right? And the director wanted to give him a part and he killed. He killed. And we're driving home. We could have driven home from Long Beach with absolutely no gas. That's how high. He was just like, oh my God. And I said, Dodds, I forgot that this doesn't really come that easy. He goes, no, I mask a lot. He goes, but I tried new things I hadn't even tried, like ham on a croissant. What? Because it was there and I ate it and I didn't even think about it. I didn't even mention it to myself in my own head. So that was everything to me. To be in a master class of real heavyweight actors that are done Broadway, all of us have, and that he just held his own and got huge laughs. And it was just miraculous. So that was wonderful, that moment. And then I love doing the musicals that I write. And we just finished doing Inheriting Wonderland. And as crazy as that show is, I had almost 20, right? Woo! Going down the rabbit hole. For sure, we went down the rabbit hole. But after having done the Christmas, the whole Scrooge, then they learned so much from the first one that they showed up off book and their language and the lingo and bada bing, bada boom. No one was cross talking. They came in and were professional. The first one, it was like going to war. Busting in a rehearsal when 2 people are in a scene. It's okay. Hold, please. I need you to go out and come back in because 2 people are on stage. It's like church. And what they learned and what they really grabbed onto. When you start with a blank canvas and with Garth's amazing guidance in the music aspect of it, and you create something together, you've been in the trenches. You've been in the trenches, and I don't care if it's 20 years from now and you see someone on a street and you've done a show together, if no time has passed, you become a family. You really become a family. So, opening nights, I would say, are top.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. So then, what's next for you, Cathy? And will it have a neurodiverse angle?
Always now.
Oh,
Always. Always. And what's next is just getting these artist representation, and hopefully I just finished doing a show called God's Gang, and Atticus Baldwin got a role on it, and I play the bad guy downstairs with horns. I'm his assistant, which is a wonderful fun, and it's about these people that solve crime, and they're all different religions. There's Ninju, we've got Hindu, we've got Christian, we've got Jewish, and it's about working together like Scooby-Doo, right, in the van and going and fighting crime. It's fantastic, and the creators are amazing. So Atticus already got a role in that, and that's just providing more opportunities for the kids to young adults to have real working opportunities. For me, I just keep doing what I'm doing as an actor. I will always do that till I am on a walker.
oh, you could still do it then too.
Yeah, I can do it then too. I'll have to pay extra for the walker. But just keep doing this is what I am. I am an actor. I've been an actor all my life, but giving back in the arts and doing what you love is so rich and so meaningful because I know what it does. I know when I see parents on opening night and they're saying, my gosh, he's a star. She's a star. What is happening right now? And that it's a long process through rehearsals because some people are off book. Other people haven't gotten off book. Some people remember the blocking, others don't. But when it gels, when it all comes together like that, nothing better. Nothing better. To see them backstage after it's oh, did you see it? Did you hear them? Did you hear them? Oh my, they love us. There's nothing like it. So keep doing what I'm doing.
It must be a wonderful feeling. This has been so much fun. Cathy, thank you so much for your time and for sharing your story with us today.
Thank you. And everybody go on www.speclabs.org and www.speclabs.org because then you can see all the classes and all the things that we do. And maybe something's right for somebody or someone in your family to go find their tribe.
If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the podcast. You can find it on Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, and other popular platforms. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And if you would like more information on this topic or anything else we've covered on the Autism Resource Podcast, visit us online at autismresourceproject.org/podcast. If you have a topic you'd like us to cover in the future, contact us through the website or comment on any of our social media channels. And be sure to check out our growing website often, since we are continually adding useful information and resources. I want to thank our listeners for spending part of their day with us. This is the Autism Resource Podcast, and I'm Gilda Evans, reminding you to take care of yourself and that special person in your life.